Context and trigger of the 25 attack. As of mid-2025, tensions between the United States and Iran have escalated dramatically. Several contributing factors culminated in the attack. Nuclear escalation. Iran. After years of gradually walking away from the 2015 JCPOA deal, reportedly surpassed the threshold for weapons-grade uranium enrichment. Western intelligence claimed Iran was weeks away from weaponization. Regional provocations. Iran intensified support for proxy groups, including Hezbollah, militias in Iraq, and the Houthis in Yemen, many of which targeted U.S. bases, Israeli cities, and Saudi infrastructure. Strikes on U.S. forces. A direct missile or drone attack allegedly killed American troops in Iraq or Syria, prompting a forceful U.S. response. Domestic political calculations. In the lead-up to the 2024 U.S. presidential election, national security was a key issue. The administration, possibly under a second Trump presidency or a hawkish successor, felt pressure to project strength. Given these developments, the U.S. launched a coordinated military strike on Iran in June 2025, targeting nuclear infrastructure, command centers, and IRG bases. Military objectives and strategy. The U.S. campaign in the 25 appears to have had limited objectives. Prevent or delay Iranian nuclear weapon development. Deter further regional aggression from Tehran and its proxies. Reassert American credibility in the Gulf region. Tactics used. Stealth aircraft, F-22s, F-35s, and cruise missiles as targeted hardened nuclear facilities in Natanz, Fordow, and Isfahan. Electronic warfare and cyber operations crippled Iranian radar and communications. Naval forces in the Persian Gulf neutralized Iranian missile boats and coastal batteries. Israel possibly played a covert or supporting role. Iran's reaction. Iran's response was immediate and multi-layered. Missile retaliation on U.S. bases in Iraq, Kuwait, and the UAE. Attacks on Israeli territory from southern Lebanon and Syria. Strikes on Saudi oil facilities using drones and cruise missiles launched by proxies. Naval mines and IRGC speedboats disrupted shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. Cyber attacks targeted American infrastructure, including power grids and financial systems. Despite heavy damage to military assets, Iran mobilized regional allies, signaling a long, asymmetric response rather than direct open warfare. Regional consequences. Gulf states. Caught between dependency on U.S. protection and fear of Iranian retribution. Oil facilities in Saudi Arabia and the UAE came under attack. Civilian panic and economic instability followed as shipping was disrupted. Israel went on full military alert. Iron Dome and David's Sling intercepted waves of rockets. Conducted its own strikes in Lebanon and Syria. Iraq and Syria became proxy battlegrounds. Iranian-aligned militias attacked U.S. troops and diplomats. American reinforcements returned to parts of Iraq to defend bases. Lebanon and Yemen. Hezbollah escalated attacks on northern Israel. Houthi drones targeted U.S. ships in the Red Sea. Global economic impact. Oil prices surged to over $50 a barrel. Global inflation pressure intensified, reversing gains made in post-COVID recovery. Shipping lanes in the Gulf were compromised, causing global supply chain delays. Insurance rates for tankers spiked, forcing many to reroute. China and India, heavily dependent on Gulf oil, were particularly affected. Western Europe braced for energy shocks, especially nations still transitioning from Russian fuels post-Ukraine war. Diplomatic fallout. United Nations. A divided Security Council failed to pass a resolution, blocked by U.S. and Russian vetoes. A General Assembly emergency session condemned both U.S. aggression and Iranian retaliation. U.S. allies.